looking great. And again, this is for vacant and occupied homes as well. So today we are going to talk about the impact home staging has on buyers. That we're going to tell you some statistics on why staged homes sell faster, and also how home staging increases the perceived value of homes. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the national statistics for home staging and how home staging actually saves you money and gets you more money for your house. So when you are selling, you're in a position now to use extra money for new furniture. You can get a bigger, better house, and
for sure.
A lot more.
So the impact for the buyers, when we go in with home staging, we look at the overall home, we look at the demographics, we look at the location, who's going to be buying that property, and we work toward making that home appeal to the buyers. Once a home goes on the market, it becomes a product. If you have any kind of marketing background or knowledge, it's a product, just like a Coca-Cola or lipstick or a dress.
It's no longer
your property. It's someone else's that we're targeting. And so we look at who are we targeting, and we create those emotional connections, as we like to call them, so that buyers just fall in love with their home. A quick input on in our company, Inspiring Homes. The word inspire means to breathe life into something, and that's our goal, is to help buyers just feel like this is their life and their home that they're going to be in forever. Some statistics here that Chaleah has that we're going to share. 81% of the buyers say that home staging makes it easier to visualize the property when they go into the home.
That's for sure.
You know, a lot of people can't determine whether a queen bed or a king bed
I have that all the time.
But that way we can show them.
It's perfect.
It's that they can actually see that. So that's where the buyer is. We're really targeting the buyer, not the homeowner's taste or style or preference. So a couple other things real quick. The 45% of the buyers say that it positively impacts the value. They see that the home is more valuable because it's been decorated nicely, it's been staged, there's not a lot of clutter, a lot of other stuff going on. Whether it's a vacant property or an occupied property, we make sure that we keep and eliminate a lot of clutter so that the buyer can really see the home, not all the cute little stuff, that they can really see the home's potential and the home's character, and that's important.
Another thing too, this doesn't just impact the buyer's value, but also an appraiser. So when you have an appraiser come in and your home is all decked out, it has nice furniture, it's looking really good, there's a higher chance that the home is going to over appraise. So that's great, because when you're a buyer and you get to purchase a home and start your home out with equity in it that you didn't pay for, that's awesome as well. That's good for buyers and the seller. Yep. So 49%. That's a big deal. That's when you're looking at the statistics, and if you're trying to think, oh, does home staging really affect buyers? Yes, 50% of the time it does. As we were mentioning earlier, staged homes do sell faster than non-staged homes. And I do have my track record, which we will go over here soon, to show that. So that's pretty awesome about that. I have here 5 homes that I have sold in the past 6 to 7 months, and Michele has staged all of these homes for me. 2 of them are occupied and the rest are unoccupied. And here we have 2626 Kingdom Avenue. How many days on the market was this?
0
days. This sold before even putting it on the market. I pretty much got the photos and it sold. And this one sold for above list price. Listed at $299, sold for $300,000. Here's another home. This is 340 Hawthorne Lane. How many days on the market?
0.
Another 0. This one sold again before putting it on the market. This one also sold for above list price. Here we have 1780 Williamsburg Way. This one was an occupied stage, and we came in, had a consultation with the sellers, and right then and there we moved things around, brought some decor in, and helped them declutter. We did everything we needed to do to make the home open. And when a buyer walks into a property, it's really important for them to be focusing on the features of a house that they're purchasing. For example, if you have curtains hanging up. You know, you have these beautiful arched windows that show a great view of your backyard and the pool, but you have curtains up. And, you know, that might be good if you're living there. However, but if you're selling it and buyers are walking in, you want your buyers to be focusing on the architecture of the home and the features of the home and not your curtains, because they're not buying your curtains. They might not even like your curtains.
Yeah.
But anyways, this one sold in
10 days.
10 days, and this one went for list price.
And this was a simple home. We just brought in, we used all their furniture.
Mhm.
And we brought in a little bit of artwork, some accessories, maybe some new lamps, just to give the home a little bit more of an updated feel. Gave them kind of a checklist of a few things to purchase, like some towels, maybe some new bedding or something like that. And it was easy. It was
Bam. 10 days.
10 days.
Yep. So this is just, you know, 5 recent listings that we've had, and doesn't even really scratch the surface on what it's done for other closings last year and the year before that as well.
Mm-hmm.
What are the first staging for consultation?
Well, I mean, I've literally gone to a house 2 hours before photos and done, you know, redesign or not redesign, but a consultation. And the homeowner, the realtor was like, wow, you know, I just went to a house not too long ago that was going to be having a showing. It had been on the market, wasn't getting a lot of good feedback, and went the day before a showing and used everything from the homeowner. I had not even been to the house, hadn't even seen the house, and just walked in and just used what I could find around the property, and we really made a big impact and big change. But, you know, we always go in, I always tell my clients, look, you're packing, you're moving, so let's get a head start on that. I'm going to do them a favor to recommend things to go ahead and start packing away. You know, clean out 30 to 50, sometimes even 80% of the closets, kitchen cabinets. You know, people are going to open your cabinet doors and your pantry because that's what they're buying. They're buying the kitchen, the cabinets. They want to see how much storage. So clean that stuff out.
And that's actually really important, because when you do go into a home as a buyer and you open the closet and they have clothes that are shoved in there, and
you have the
packed in
feeling
there,
that it's too small.
They're
The
like,
closet's small.
this isn't going to fit all my stuff. But if you have it cleaned out and organized nicely, which is one thing that we do make a point, you know, during the home staging consultation, is going through your closets and your cupboards, and that's big when you're trying to sell your home and you don't want people to think that there's not enough storage for their stuff.
For sure.
Awesome. So to wrap this up, we're gonna just quickly talk about some pros and cons of home staging. So just some cons. You know, if you have a home that is poorly staged, or, you know, you're trying to do it yourself and not have a professional stager, that can be a con, and it can cost you a lot of time, and it can cost you more money in the long run. And, you know, it's good to have a professional stager that knows what they're doing, they're experienced, and they have the proven track record. So, you know, that would be a con there.
Some people just commenting a couple of things there that I just noticed that I've come across is some people are like, well, I don't have time to stage it. You know, we want to get on the market now because, you know, or we're booked. You know, well, because we're booked, there's a reason we're booked up. You know, we have a pretty good track record, like you're saying, but yet don't let time be a factor, because, you know, just because we're backed up or you think, oh, it's going to take too long to get it staged, whether it's an occupied or a vacant, the time that you're having to wait or that's going to take to get the home staged is
It's going to put money in your pocket.
Exactly. It's so much more valuable. You know, the day or two of the week that you may have to wait for us to get you in the schedule or whatever the case may be, it's going to be worth the wait, definitely. And, you know, I hear that all the time. Well, we don't have time.
So pros, as you know, we mentioned earlier, they sell faster, they sell for more. It also, another pro, you know, your listing photos. It's going to make your photos look phenomenal.
Speaking of photos and stuff, 90% of the buyers are going to look online first. I mean, we just recently moved within Brevard County. We lived in one house and we moved to another house in Brevard County.
I was a listing agent.
Yes. We bought her house. The online photos are so valuable because people are going to be scrolling through their tablet or their phone, and if
They're
it
gonna catch
doesn't,
their attention.
yeah, if it doesn't
Yeah,
look
for sure.
appealing or it doesn't catch their eye, they're not going to look at it. They're just going to keep passing it by. And so that's why staging is so valuable, because of the different factors and things that we look at prior to those photos being shot, that it just makes that home stand out so much more. And that is such a valuable tool.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, Michelle just helped me to stage the Villa Verde penthouse. So it's an amazing listing in Cocoa Beach. So you were in the middle of Atlantic Ocean and Banana River. It's 10,000 square feet plus.
The patio is larger
Yeah.
than my house.
Yeah,
The
it's
patio.
over 2,000 square feet, the patio. So it's just amazing. You guys have to check it out. I can't even describe, but we have our website, www.villaverdepenthouse.com.
We'll put the link in the comments for
Yeah, and then you can check it out and see, her amazing work and this beautiful property.
Yes, and that was a great example of an occupied home.
Occupied home, yeah.
That we just, use mostly their stuff and
Yeah.
brought in a few things here and there.
Well, I think we
Yeah.
touched on everything, right?
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you guys for watching. And if you are curious whether you are selling a home or you just want your home that you currently live in redecorated, reach out to us and we will get an appointment set with Michelle. And if you are looking for a home valuation as well, don't hesitate to reach out. Send us a message or give us a call and we will help you out with that.
Yeah, that's for sure. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Now go!